I don't necessarily agree with 100% everything that Paris had to say, but I can understand her kind of saying, well, you know, I don't understand. I don't expect you men that have been your mom's everything since day one to agree with me, because I do agree with Paris that there are some grown men, or supposed to be grown men, that are still attached, to their mom at the nipple,
Mm-hmm.
because that is literally all you've that's literally been your everything your whole life. So
Right,
I do
right.
think there are men that even when they do have their own family, they still attach to their mom's nipple, and they're not necessarily prioritizing their family over their mother.
Mm-hmm. Well,
And I
somebody in
think
the
that's a
comments
problem.
said that's all in well. Women put their mother over their husband. I don't know what you talk about. Let me tell you something. A lot of women nowadays deal with narcissistic mothers. So we find escapes and scapegoats in our husbands. Just to be real, a lot of women don't even have relationship with their mothers because a lot of mothers out here are jealous of their daughters. But don't nobody want to have that conversation. That conversation right there is something that can get real deep. And a lot of people they always look outside of what's going on, and you don't even have no clue as to what type of relationship a woman has with her mother. 9 times out of 10, I guarantee you, I say about 75% of the women, I'm talking about women, have no relationships with their mothers. Because a lot of mothers nowadays are narcissistic and they're jealous of their daughters. So guess what? We find peace in creating our own family. So our husbands are, like I said, our scapegoats. My bad. My
Do
bad,
you
Noble.
do you think I personally believe in the whole mothers kind of being jealous of their daughters and competing with their daughters.
Yeah.
But where do you, in those situations, where do you think that is stemming from, Akira? Why do you think that there are mothers that are in competition with their daughters? Like, where do you think
Um,
that's stemming from?
because a lot of mothers didn't get to live their life the way that they wanted to. So a lot of times, a lot of moms look at their daughters as a reflection of them. And I'm gonna be honest, some some mothers even get jealous of their daughters being a statistic. Like some mothers get mad because you wasn't a teenage mom. Some mothers get mad because you beat the statistic of society. It's not that you did anything wrong, but it's just like she wanted you to be a reflection of her and how she lived. She wanted you to see how she went through her trials and tribulations as a teen mom and all of those things. So when you beat the statistic, it's kind of like, dang, okay, well now you doing better than me, and that's where the jealous streak come in at.
Do you think it runs that deep though for some women to the point where you damn near hating on your own child?
Absolutely. You got women out here right now that would break their daughters down if they could, or if they had the ability to. And that's what a lot of men don't understand about women. We don't we get broken both ways, from our mother and our father, and that's vice versa too. Men can get broken both ways, but it's more traumatic for a woman because sometimes we don't understand, or people don't understand, is that we try to go and have relationships with our mothers because we never had it with our fathers, and that was me. I ain't never had no relationship with my father, so I always went to my mother. So guess what? I ain't get to have a relationship that I wanted with neither one of them because my mother has been married to my dad all my life. So guess what? I that was something that I didn't have. And a lot of times people don't like to have those hard conversations, but it's the truth. When you Let's be honest, Noble. I know a lot of people that have come from single parent households that have turned out great. And I have met a whole lot of people who have come from two parent households who have came out with so much emotional damage, so much mental damage, you know what I'm saying, because of the narcissistic environment. So having two parents don't mean nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Two parents mean they don't mean nothing. And that's what a lot of people don't like to talk about. A two parent household don't mean nothing. I'm just saying.
Wow. That's just interesting to me though, that like someone that like a woman that carried a child in her stomach for 9 months, a woman that gave birth to a child, that like she could harbor hate for that same
Mm-hmm.
person that she raised, that she
Mm-hmm.
reared.
Mm-hmm.
That's just interesting to me, yo.
Yeah, but you know what's so sad is people is a lot of people are starting to get woke up to it now. You know, social media has opened up a lot of resources for us to gain knowledge about these issues, and that's why I said the narcissistic word has become way more popular in the last 5 years. You feel what I'm saying? It has become way popular because a lot of people are starting to research. A lot of people are starting to get resources. We're starting to get woke up to these issues because a lot of times we feel like the household that we came from was that tough love household, and it's not always about that tough love. Like let's get into that conversation. You don't always have to love your children tough in order for them to know how to survive out here in this world. And a lot of times people feel like that's normal. People feel like you got to mentally abuse your kids or emotionally abuse your kids in order for them to be strong and courageous. No, it don't take all that. Really, what a lot of people don't understand is that you breaking the child down even more by being emotionally and mentally abusive. I told somebody the other day, I said, mental and emotional abuse is more scarring than physical. I'm gonna just be real. It takes
Hmm.
you a long time to get over some mental and emotional abuse, especially from a parent, and a parent that's still active in your life. It take a person a long time. Just saying.